With the interior now finished and the body all nice and dry, I could move on to finishing off the chassis and also the body to put this entire build all together. So all of the remaining parts were primed and then painted in various different colors to match the color that I want them to be. The convertible top slash sunroof still needed to be painted in a different color than a shiny grayish black color, so I needed to mask the body off and then paint it in a textured black to give it a bit of a cloth look. The main bulk of the engine was painted silver. Turned out most of it should be black. So I just started with a brush and some black paints and painted all those parts black. The wheels were painted in a gunmetal color from Zero Paints. It's the color from the Gone in 60 Seconds Eleanor car, and I wanted to highlight a couple of bits on it, so I just took out some silver paint and painted a couple of the edges. With most of the detail painting now done, some parts could be assembled, and that is up next. In order to glue some of the side windows and also the rear window in place, I firstly needed to put them in place themselves and then added some glue with a toothpick. Since I will be replacing the front windows with some Highlight Model Studio Safari windows, I needed to cut some of the clear parts out of that big clear part. I firstly just masked it off and then carefully removed them in order to glue the remaining piece in place and still be able to have those side windows in and also be able to glue the rear view mirror in. Then the dashboard could be glued in place, and that is pretty much it for the interior. And then we could just snap the interior all together with the body and move on to some details on the exterior, mainly a lot of chrome parts and also painting a couple of clear parts with some permanent markers. Add even more chrome to the model itself, I added some bare metal foil on the sides and also on the big logo on the front. I have a video on my channel from an older build that I did on where I would show you how I did the front logo, so if you want to see that, check out my channel and search for how to bare metal foil and it will probably pop up. Up until this point in the build, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to keep it at the stock ride height, use the stock wheels, or lower it and use the stock wheels, or lower it and use the aftermarket wheels, but I decided to go with the aftermarket wheels and lower it. So I needed to remove a couple of the tabs that hold the front suspension in place from the stock body, and then also needed to make a small cut or incision in that piece in order to drop the whole frame in there and lower the entire piece. In order to lower it as much as I wanted it to, I needed to remove some material from the wheel well or from the top of the wheel to hide it inside of the wheel well. I decided against cutting the top of the wheel off and just removed some material from inside of the wheel well since it would be hidden by the bench anyway. So I removed the bench, then cut out that piece and fit the wheel in there to see that it is a bit lower and at the right height that I want it to be. then glued the bench back in, and it was on to the rest of the build, just gluing it in a lot lower. On the rear it's done pretty much the same. I didn't really remove any of the material from the wheel well. The assembly could just be glued in lower, similar fashion to the front. In order to fit the aftermarket Safari windows from Highlight Model Studio, I of course needed to remove the clear parts from the kit itself, which you have seen a bit earlier in the video, and then needed to be replacing them with some others. Now there are no clear parts included in the aftermarket set, just the window frames, so I just cut out some electronic packaging and then made a template with the window frames in order to make a correct size for the window, and then could just glue that in after I had cut it out, and then glue the entire assembly in, which is pretty easy. You just need to bend some tabs and then glue in some of the mounts and then glue the entire thing into place. Now I glued them in pretty much straight up. Now this is not particularly the point of these. Mine is a still standing model, so I would do it just like a bit of a camper style where they could be all the way open, but if you would actually be driving they would be a lot lower, maybe just open a little bit for some ventilation but not straight up, because then all the flies and the rocks would hit you in the face, and that's probably not the best idea. Some other parts were painted with some permanent markers, and then I also decided to add some custom license plates and license plate frames also from Highlight Model Studio. In order to get a better look at the finished model, check out facebook.com/thescalemodeling channel for more pictures and these still photos. And also don't forget to check out Highlight Model Studio. They have a very active Facebook page and also a very cool website with a lot of photos from their own builds and also a lot of information about their available products.